Hello, thanks for staying with us on Channels Television. A warm welcome to another edition of Eyewitness Report, a program that features stories told from the eyewitness perspective. On the show this week, we'll return to Magboro-Ogun State for an update on the outcry over the Magboro-Makogi road. And the popular Eco Bridge in Lagos State is set for reopening after over a year of its closure for repairs. On this edition of the program, some eyewitnesses speak about their experiences and expectations ahead of the reopening. This and more shortly. I am Yomi Otaigbe. The reaction of residents and motorists to the state of the Magboro underpass connecting the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway has attracted response from the Federal Ministry of Works after it was accused of deliberately abandoning the road tunnel as part of the Lagos-Ibadan road reconstruction.
Driving into Magboro from the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway is usually an unpleasant experience for motorists and residents, especially during the rainy season. One is greeted with a muddy and slippery road through the underpass into the community. Roads connecting into the community are being eroded by overflowing rainwater. And fallen trucks as well as broken down vehicles are common whenever it rains in the area.
It seems like federal government has abandoned this our axis. They are joining road to the express. Like this is an entrance now, and we have exit. We have exit here, and the entrance on the other side has been abandoned since 2019. Look at this drainage now. Look at what it has caused there. It has been abandoned since then. All the water on the main dual carriageway comes to our community, which is causing flood. And I will show you right over there a vehicle that has just fell overnight, and there was a loss of life. Imagine when a truck or articulated vehicles are coming using this one way, using this same way to come into Magboro. If a brake fails, we'll face a lot of problem here. We are, from the look of things, once they finish this project and they actually commission the main dual carriageway, I don't know what will be our fate, because it has happened in several government projects that once it is commissioned, every other adjoining project or the pedestrian, there is a pedestrian that's supposed to be here at Magboro. In fact, they just lay the foundation and that is where it stops. From the communication we had from the contractors, they said they are going to link this drainage going this way, following the underpass to the other side, where there's a canal on the other side where they are going to also work on Atokiafa side. They've come for the inspection, even from the director of Southwest Ministry of Works has been here. Engineer Kuti has been here. They came to inspect it with written series of letters to remind them, but all the project here has been abandoned. But now, we got to share anything.
There are so much resources. Even if you don't tar the road, do the asphalt. It's so sad. It's terrible. Ogun State is the worst state in Nigeria without roads. From where that you are interviewing me, look at this place. Any other vehicle cannot climb here with ease. And people are doing one way, the other side. Just asphalt. We know there's no money in the country, but they are still money. They are collecting taxes. And Ogun State has all the resources. There are rocks, there are asphalt, they have everything to report these roads.
We've not neglected those communities. The strategy we are adopting now is for us to complete the main carriageway right from Lagos to Ibadan. And you will also observe that there are some underpasses that we have already completed. Towards just really under the Kara Bridge, we've completed an underpass there. And then there are some underpasses along the road that we have completed. So in the next phase, once we complete the main carriageway, we are moving into the second phase. The second phase will involve additional underpasses, some flyovers that we have also not completed, the interchange at Loto, the flyovers at, of course, around Magboro, kilometer 16, and then there's another one, I think, around kilometer 37, with the pedestrian bridges. We have 5 pedestrian bridges along that section, and then we have another 5 pedestrian crossing on the section 2. So they are coming up under our phase 2. So, but right now, we want to finish the main carriageway so that let there be movement from Lagos to Ibadan.
Magboro Road, measuring about 8 kilometers, serves Magboro and several other communities, but only 2 kilometers of the road is tarred with drainage on both sides.
In 2012, we were all happy when the road was awarded and the execution started immediately. And but we were surprised when they stopped here. Though we know it was during rainy season, but we thought after the rain the contractors supposed to resume. But since then, they have not come back. They have not come back. The community has made some move to talk to the state government to see that the reason why they should come back to the site, because the portion they have done is just very small compared to where it's supposed to reach. Because I remember when governor himself came for inspection and he drove down to and he showed them the points they're supposed to get to. That's around Makogi.
From this Magboro, you can connect to Ofada. That is how far it goes. We have from Magboro, we have Makogi, we connect Ibafo, we connect Pakoro, we connect Orimerumu, we connect Mowe, connect down to Ofada area. And from there, you don't even need to use the dual carriage road if you are going to Ofada. You can imagine how viable this road ought to be if it is in proper shape. And all through the stretch to that area I mentioned are bad. Vehicle cannot, all these small cars cannot use it. Even articulated vehicles cannot even use it now, presently.
The remaining part of the road is deplorable. Motorists also struggle to avoid potholes covered with water. And as a result of the state of the road, commercial motorcycles become the easiest means of transportation.
Most of us have car, we cannot bring it out again. We have resorted to using Okada and now Keke Napep. Even these Keke Napep people, they have even increased the cost of transportation. When we complain, they will tell us that the amount they spent at mechanic workshop is something alarming.
From Igodo, where I stay, from the community where I stay, Igodo, coming out to Magboro Express here, I spend 300 naira. If the road is good, I'm very sure that those bikemen will not charge up to that amount. supposed to be something of 150, 200. But due to the bad road, they have to increase their price. Even sometimes it's hard for Okada to come over to the community because of bad roads. Sometimes if the rain is much, you have to put on slippers from your house and you put on your shoe. You put your shoe inside a bag or somewhere. So when you get to the express here, you have to change, put the slipper, because if not, so your clothes, everything will be messed up.
You can just imagine, that's my house there, Victory Arena Estate. From Victory Arena Estate to Express, sometimes I spend 25 minutes. By the time I get to Express, within Express to Ikeja, my office is at Ikeja, I spent within 9 minutes to Ikeja, Awolowo. And what we heard is that they have paid up to Shote for this road.
That's Makogi area?
After Makogi. That's what we have been told.
Initially, it was 15 naira from this bus stop to gas line. It has been 100 naira. Now that petroleum subsidy is now removed, it is now 150 to Sele. To gas, those going to Makogi, they spend up to 400 naira. How much does the average Nigerian earn?
The state of the road has also slowed down businesses in the area, some even forced to relocate. Sales has not been going well for Kingsley Isaac, an automobile spare parts dealer.
There are some customers who do come to patronize us here. They don't come again. They rather take alternative places. Some go to Ibafo, some go to another extreme end of this area, which is the coming of this area. There are some people who live behind us here. Instead of them coming out to drive with their cars, they have to pass the back and go to the extreme of the road so that they can get to a place where their cars will not get bad. We are just still begging on the Ogun State government to please come and help us here. We people that live around here, that do business around here, we want Ogun State government to please come and attend to us here. They should come to our aid. They should help us to do this road. Yeah, the man is for this. You see the system now.
Could have been worse, but with self-help community efforts, some areas are motorable.
Within the last 6 months, if I'm not correct, we have spent over 25 million naira to repair, to put some palliative measures in place. And this money came from the residents. Despite the huge amount of money we have spent, we are here to have the result. But it's getting to a stage that it's having effect on our purse. So if government could come to our aid, we will really appreciate it.
We've been written series of letters to the government, most especially Prince Dapo Abiodun, the commissioner and all that. We've been engaging on that, even to the last time of their tenure in December. We still wrote a letter which they said they will come for palliative. But the palliative we are talking about, they did not come. We all have to do it ourselves. We've resorted to every selfless service in Magboro to get water, to get light, to get a road in good, on a manageable measure. We do the palliative by ourselves and all that in Magboro. We need government help.
What's very close to Magboro community is Arekpo, also situated on the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway. The roads in Arekpo has since been constructed by the state government, a development which evokes questions among Magboro residents.
Dapo have done his first time. He did nothing about here. He went to Arekpo. What they are realizing from here, the vote, talk less of revenue, the vote of the people from this Magboro is more times 20 of what they gather from Arekpo. He has done Arekpo Road. He did nothing about Magboro. Wow. You can confirm that. Arekpo Road have been commissioned before the election, but Magboro here, nothing. We if we have a light problem in Magboro here, it's a community effort. Security is a community effort. Whatever we do here is a community effort. And we have some of its representatives here. And a lot of revenue is in Ajegunle side here, Magboro here. Ajegunle, Magboro 1, Magboro 2, Makogi. A lot of stories have been told. They want to do industrial area, they want to do nothing to show for it.
At least what this our governor did at Arepo, I think he can do that here. And people that are living here, there are many than the people living in Arepo. And see what he did at Arepo. That place is fine now. This place, many people are living here and they are paying tax. So you should come here, you should send maybe a representative to come and check what is happening here and let him come and repair it. And it will be fine for us.
Located on the outskirts in Obafemi Wode local government area of Ogun State, Magboro is one of the fastest growing communities in the state because of its proximity to Lagos. Hopefully, the state government would consider their plight and enhance their sense of belonging by providing a motorable road for residents of the area.
Welcome back. It's been over a year since the popular Eko Bridge in Lagos was closed for repairs. Barring any changes, the bridge will be fully reopened to motorists from the midnight of July 9, 2023, as authorities conclude repairs of the section affected by a fire incident in March 2022.
Officials from the Federal Ministry of Works and Housing, the Lagos State Government, and contractors embark on a joint site inspection of repair works on the Apobon section of the Eko Bridge. Engineers get busy as they put finishing touches on the expansion joints. It's over a year since rehabilitation work on the bridge commenced and now almost ready to be opened to motorists.
The initial news that went out that it is 15th of July, we have come here to urge the contractor to reduce 5 days out of the 15th of July. We are now going to open the bridge on the night at 12 p.m., 12 a.m. night, and by a minute after 12 on the night, the bridge will be open for traffic on the 10th. This is as a result of the close collaboration between federal government and Lagos State government, because we are mindful, both the state and the federal are mindful of the stress the closure of this bridge has caused to Lagosians. And we have put pressure on the contractor to open the bridge on Monday for traffic. This will reduce the stress presently on other bridges connecting the island and Victoria Island.
With the pace of works and what we find on ground, 9th of July is very realistic. Albeit, he has mentioned much earlier that this section would be open, while at different and intermittent times, other sections along the axis which still require repair works will be done. But it's not going to be, there will be proper sensitization and will be carried along. But this section indeed, as said by my colleague in the federal, will be open 9th of July.
This contract is actually for 3 years, and we still have 150 bearings that must be changed. We will have intermittent closures, not long closures like this. The percentage completion is about 50%, and so other works under the bridge will continue. We will lift up. There are situations where we warrant us lifting up the bridge. We will use 1 day or thereabout to lift the bridge, and then we can open it for traffic. Then the work will continue. When we want to drop the bridge again, we will announce, give people ample time to know we are going to close the bridge, and it is not going to be for this long. I'm looking at a week, maximum 2 weeks, and it has to be synchronized with other maintenance work, both by the state government and federal. If you look at this side, you will see some reinforcement and schools, and if you look at that side, you will see that some have been covered. It's looking rough, and if you look further, you will see a finished product. It is still going to be finished smoothly like those ones you are seeing, but that can continue while the bridge is in usage.
The Lagos State government had ordered the closure of the Eko Bridge following a fire outbreak from the Apobo market that affected it in March 2022. A strong warning is sent to people living and doing business under the bridge.
Immediately we open this bridge, we are going to take over this place, and nobody will be allowed to trade or live under the bridge. And we are going to ensure that all other under the bridge in Lagos, we remove squatters.
Some residents who have witnessed the discomfort caused by the closure of the bridge are eager to see it reopened.
Is it possible? I pray so. If it's possible, I'll be very happy, because actually I have a shop in the island. Most of our customers have already gone to other markets. If you ask them, they will tell you there's no road to Lagos Island. So if actually this place will be opened by July, we'll be very, very happy, especially those of us that are doing business here. It's not easy to get used to hardship. I normally drive to Island, but for like how many months now, I can't drive because the traffic is too much. So I used to park in Costain, then I'll trek. As you see me, I'm trekking. When I'm going again, I'll trek, I'll enter. I know the problem with this road. You drag, they will push you. Even though you wanted to come with your car, you can't come with your car. So the stress is too much.
That will make life easier for us, because we'll be suffering because of this road construction. You know, you have to walk all the way from down there to here before you can get your motors that will take you wherever you are going. So with this road, it will make life so easy for Lagosians. You know.
How's it going to affect your transportation?
I don't know if they will factor it in, because the cost of the transportation should reduce because of the road is now good. It's supposed to reduce, but you know one thing in Nigeria, once something goes up, it doesn't come down again. So I don't think they are going to reduce the transportation cost, but it's supposed to be reduced based on the fact that it's now free. You can just go straight to Costain, but before there are so many roads you will follow.
The team also inspects the Eko Bridge connection to Ijora Olopa. Work is also being intensified ahead of the proposed reopening. Officials also inspect repair works on the Ijora section of Marine Bridge, which collapsed in May as a result of vandalism.
The highway collapsed sometime in May, and the government was swift enough to ask the contractor, Buildwell, who is the neighboring contractor here, to quickly move to site to go and investigate the cause of the sudden collapse. And on getting here, it was discovered that it was due to the activities of the vandals who removed the reinforcements under the bridge deck and then thereby making the concrete to give way. And ever since then, the government intervened. The intervention has not stopped. Government asked the contractor, even without a contract agreement, to quickly move to site, demolish all the affected parts with the aim of restoring it. So the contractor has finished with the demolition. That's the stage we are in now, as you can see now. So all the design is complete now. The fabrications are ready. So the contractor will soon move back to site with a view to start the reconstruction, and then we open to traffic very soon.
Repairs on the collapsed section of the Marine Bridge is scheduled for completion in September 2023.
Thanks for those contributions, and thank you for watching. See you again same time next week. I am Yomi Otaigwe.